So just the other day, a gentleman had come to me for support. He was a high-level executive. He was over 40, and he was just telling me how drained he was feeling throughout every single day, and how he just wanted to lose some extra weight, especially around the midsection. He wasn't proud in the way that he was fitting in his clothes and whatnot. But as he was sharing with me his story, he was kind of walking me through his day-to-day. He said, "Man, I wake up in the morning." And again, he's a high-level executive, so he's got a lot of things to do. But he's like, I would wake up in the morning and I just would feel already exhausted before the day it would even start. So almost zombie-like. And he said, by the time 2 p.m. hit, after multiple cups of coffee, right, he said, I would just find myself wanting to close my office door and take a nap underneath my desk. And then from there, he said, man, I would get home and I want to give so much attention to my wife and my kids, but I'd muster just enough energy just to have dinner with them, and then I would just check out, and I would just find myself just vegging out on the couch for endless hours, and then before I know it, I wouldn't go to bed until like 12 or 1 a.m. As he was sharing this, I had asked him, I said, how long have you been experiencing this? He said, man, this has been for years. Because he had shared with me how late he was going to bed, this brought up in my head, okay, this may be one of, not just the whole thing, but one of the primary causes of why he feels this way. So why in the world am I bringing this up to you? Well, if you are one of those high performers and you're a guy that's experiencing this and you're feeling drained, or, you're just not feeling, you're feeling off, one of the reasons that may be is just as when you're going to bed, right? And science has proven that once we go to bed after 11 p.m., so our circadian rhythms, okay, when we wake up in the morning, cortisol is ignited. That's a stress hormone that wakes us up in the morning, and then throughout the day, it should drop lower and lower and get us in a restful state, ready to go to bed. Well, if we choose to stay up later and later, whether that's to do work, whether that's to watch a TV series, whatever it is, after 11 p.m., something in your brain, which is a circuit known as the habenula, is activated. When that's activated, what happens is dopamine, which is the pleasure hormone, is blunted. Once that is blunted, that will actually can lead to a more depressive-like state. When this happens, this could make someone feel disappointed about certain things, more reactive, more worrisome, and then at the same time, end up doing behaviors that may not serve them, like, vegging out on, snacks that are in the pantry. Whatever it may be, this can lead to that. So my whole point in all this is, if you are a guy who is experiencing this feeling, my invitation for you is to see if you can find yourself going to bed prior to 11 p.m. I know it's easier said than done, but this is something that I share with all my clients when I work with them, especially in the realm of, getting their health in order, getting to bed earlier. I know it's not the easiest thing in the world, but I think if you can find yourself getting to bed, prior to 11 p.m., actually falling asleep, I think you're going to find yourself a little bit more energy throughout the day. So listen, I hope this helps. I hope you find this useful. And if you are a high performing guy who, would like to not only sleep like a baby, but would also like to perform like an absolute machine and have consistent energy all week long, as well as drop a little bit of the extra pounds and feel good in your clothes, then by all means, feel free to drop me a direct message.